You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Friday the 29th of August, 2025. It is 70 days after the summer solstice. It is 24 days before the fall equinox. We have reached Labor Day weekend. In the United States, this marks the symbolic end of the summer season. No more lifeguards at the beaches. Schools are coming back into session. By the solar calendar, we have 3 more weeks until fall begins. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 12th day of Fructidor, the day of the fenouil, of fennel. The sun rises today at 6:20 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:57 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:32 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:01 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:34 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 33 seconds, shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 36% full at midday. The moon reaches its monthly apogee today at 10:34 a.m. The first quarter will arrive on Sunday, the 31st of August. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 2:48 a.m., 1 meter 34. In the morning, low tide, 8:49 a.m., 27 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 3:06 p.m., 1 meter 49. And at night, low tide, 9:26 p.m., 21 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, consider the impact of the humble cigarette butt. The discarded ends of smoked cigarettes can be seen all over the neighborhood, and it's an ugly truth that many of them end up in the storm drains that line our streets. Where do they go from there? They flush into the East River during heavy rainstorms. The filter of a cigarette may look like cotton, but it is in fact made mostly of plastic, and it's been infused with a toxic bouquet of chemicals from the smoked cigarette: nicotine, arsenic, lead. It's not biodegradable, and fish and other animals are tempted to eat them. In the water, they can leach chemicals that are quite literally poison. Casually tossed in the street, they are not just unsightly, but they do active harm. Commemorations. On this day in 1728, the city of Nuuk was founded as a Danish outpost. It is now the capital of Greenland, and, with a population of about 20,000 people, it is the largest municipality in the country. On this day in 1952, the composer John Cage's piece, 4 minutes 33 seconds, premiered at the Maverick Concert Hall in Woodstock, New York. Pianist David Tudor took his seat at the piano and shut the lid over the keys to indicate the beginning of the performance. At intervals, he raised and shut the lid to indicate the end of each movement of the composition. He never touched the keys. The audience was perplexed. Some were angry. But of course the room was not silent. There was the sound of the breeze in the trees, rain pattering on the roof overhead, a dog barking in the distance, and the sound of the audience itself shifting in their seats, growing restless. It is one of John Cage's most famous compositions. A somber anniversary. On this day 20 years ago, in 2005, Hurricane Katrina struck New Orleans. When the levees failed, some 80% of the city was flooded. Despite evacuation orders, about 100,000 people were trapped in the city. The scale of destruction was enormous. On this anniversary, let us consider our duty to care for victims of disaster within our own nation, and to rebuild communities displaced by fire, flood, and storms. The town of Lahaina in Hawaii and the neighborhood of Altadena, so recently destroyed by fires, are our New Orleans today. This weekend, the 79th annual Shinnecock Indian Powwow will be held in Southampton on the South Fork. It is one of the most prominent powwows in the country, and certainly the most important annual celebration of thriving native culture here on Long Island. We send our greetings to our Shinnecock friends and all who gather to celebrate with them this weekend. This weekend we'll also see the West Indian American Day Carnival come to Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn. There are different cultural events all 3 days of this holiday weekend, culminating in the Carnival Parade on Sunday. Greetings to all our friends from the Caribbean diaspora. A happy and safe Carnival. And that is the Observatory, Friday the 29th of August, 2025.